We've seen you in major productions and we've also seen you do some smaller things. Why is this the time to be a part of Union?
Well, it's time to be a part of Union because it's time to get together. You know, we had Cheers, and that brought some people together. That brought a whole audience together, and it was a community, of people, just normal people coming together and just talking about life and inspiring each other and laughing and the whole 9 yards. It was in Boston, and it was all white. Washington D.C. isn't that kind of city. Washington D.C. is not an all white city, either is Boston. But this show, the difference is that it portrays the way America really looks. So what you have here is you got the real, you got the real thing, and that's what separates it from other shows. And this is a kind of the first of its kind. Now it's the first of its kind. It's not the model. There's been this model before, but this is what makes it unique. And we can deal with political issues. We can deal with family issues, just money issues, just all the things, just as human beings. So that's what makes it really cool.
You've been in the industry long enough to see things change. The way that it seems to be going right now, do you think that the person or the creative has more power than ever before?
Not really. We still have to depend on where it goes and how it gets there. So it's a business, and we're the product. So we can make the product until the lights go out, honey. But if you don't get, we can have the best bread loaf in the world, but without distribution to grocery stores, ain't nobody ever gonna taste it.
What's going to be probably the people's favorite episode, in your opinion?
The first, the first, because that's always the best, because it's setting up all the characters, and you buy in to it, like just like the Honeymooners or Lucille Ball show or 227 or Love Boat. You say, I'm gonna follow that person. I'm gonna follow that person. I'm similar to that person. I'm similar, and so that becomes your thing.
So now, I also have to ask you about your book. How are things going with that? And what's the most, I guess, unusual response you've had to the book?
I wish more people would read it. This book, I put a majority of my experiences in there, bad and good, just for the reader to know that you can get through all of it, and it's real. So it's really like a kind of like an index of internal success, being able to accept when you fall short and being able to be cool when you get successes.
What are your top 3 performances that you've ever had, in your opinion?
Woo, girl, come on now. I'm gonna say Strictly Business, Bamboozled, and Illin in Philly, my special.
Any specific reason why?
Well, I really wanted to do Strictly Business as my first movie because, you know, White Society has Star Wars fantasy, Star Wars, name it, the Saint. They've got Wizard of Oz. They've got all this fantasy. Well, I wanted us to have a fantasy, which was a black, an African American male from the hood, and an African American male from Ivy League and corporation, and 4 African American males from banking institutions do a deal together.